And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered. Coach Rob here, Coach Jace there. I got a big thing of fucking water right here because I drank a little bit too much over the weekend.
What else do you have over there, Coach?
I also have, let me put this water back, I also have an ice cold beer. Did not want to drink today, but then I saw Coach Jace holding an ice cold beer, and it looked really good. So I decided, hey, just give me one. You know, we might turn that into two. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We're
But
gonna keep it at one for it.
but check this out. LSU. We found out a new rule this weekend. By the way, we didn't know that this rule existed, but apparently, once you start in college baseball, once you start a series, a 3-game set.
I think this is just SEC. I don't think this is a cross. I
but
think this is a conference by conference rule. No, it might be there in other conferences, but
right.
I don't think it's an NCAA. I could be wrong. Either way,
I don't know, but apparently the rule states that once you start a series, you have to finish it in 3 days. So if you go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the last game has to start by 11:59 Saturday night. Now, that being said, LSU played, what was it, 7 o'clock Thursday night? Just regular
Yes.
time, 7 o'clock. Yep. And then went 9 o'clock Friday night and 9:30 start Saturday night. PM, that is. So for those of you that stuck in there and watched those games till 2:30 in the morning, like I did, you're great. You know?
And I also did.
Yes. But those of you who also did like me and drank beer the entire time and all day previously and then the next day as well, you know, congratulations. You are also struggling like me today. But we're good. We're good.
I appreciate the crawfish Saturday night. It was really good.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for having me over.
No problem. No problem. I figured, you're going to be home alone fucking.
I only get invited over when we do these podcasts, so it was nice to get an invite.
I fucking hate you right now. Do not.
That's not true. That's not true.
Nope.
Whatsoever.
No, I'm about to mute your fucking mic for the rest of this episode.
No, that's fine. Go ahead, bud. You got it.
No, I'll turn you down the fucking mixer. I will. You're such a dick. Anyway,
that is some shit you would say to me too if we were at my house. So don't even act like
no. But that's the thing, we don't record. I haven't been, honestly. Can't tell you the last time I was at your house for like a game or like an event.
When you left that card,
so
wooden box or whatever that was.
December.
It's not that long.
It's April 1st is tomorrow.
It is. Everybody out there, don't be fooled tomorrow. Trust no one.
Yes. Trust no one, but also accept everyone. Kind of. Anyways. So here we go, right? So LSU completes the sweep against Mississippi State. Yeah. We go up 1 rank. We're now number 7, right? And here we go. Upsets. Florida's struggling.
Look, I mean, they finally got their first win at least. But you had an absolute meltdown in game 1 versus Georgia.
No.
Game 2 versus Georgia.
No. Ole Miss. Florida played Ole Miss this weekend.
Oh, Ole Miss. Was it Ole Miss?
Florida played Ole Miss this weekend.
Oh. See,
I'm usually the one fucking up. Today it's him. I'm having the best day ever right now. I just took a sip of beer. This is great.
You're in your happy zone.
I'm in my element right now, dude.
That's it.
I really am. Ola's getting her hair done right now, so they shouldn't fucking freak out in the next, 20, 30 minutes. There should be a while.
The dogs.
Right.
I was like, who's going to freak out?
The ones that
I didn't
freak
know who
out.
you were talking about.
The ones that freak the fuck out all the time.
Okay. Gotcha now.
No, okay, yeah. So Florida and Ole Miss, we almost had a bench. Well, did the benches clear? That whole situation was kind of fucked.
They kind of did, but it wasn't like, a real fight.
So, okay, benches cleared. I would assume both benches get warned.
Yes.
Right? Because of what transpired after.
Right. Yep.
Florida, it's 5-5. Florida hits a grand slam. All right. Not a walk-off. Obviously, it was just a regular old grand slam. Mm-hmm. The batter then proceeds to look at Mike Bianco and crew in the Ole Miss dugout as he's trotting down the first base line, walking down the first base line. Does a bat slam, looks right at him, and basically
Flexes.
don't. He could have just said "fuck you," and the same outcome would have. Outcome would have definitely been the same. But so he ends up, as soon as before he touches first base, Mike Bianco is out the dugout in the umpire's fucking face.
Yeah,
like, hey, you got to toss this guy.
He did too. He looked at the umpire and he said, "You better fucking eject him."
Right. Or he could have either said eject or ejaculate. Either one. We're not like John Boy. We can't really read lips. So he could have said ejaculate.
No, he didn't.
I know, but it could have been said.
He didn't.
It's the same.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so
they did. He got ejaculated,
but they did not toss him immediately.
No, which is
rounded
crazy.
The bases, touched home, celebrated with the team, went in the dugout, and then all the umpires gathered together.
That's an easy call.
Then decided to throw him out, and they went to Kevin. Wow, why do I have Florida in my head right now?
Because that's what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, it is.
Jesus.
Who am I thinking of right now? Oh, Georgia. All right.
But you said Kevin is in Kevin O'Sullivan,
they
which
went
is
to
the head
Kevin
coach of Florida.
O'Sullivan first, and obviously he didn't put up a fight.
Dude, are you drunk right now?
Well, no, not yet.
Okay.
He didn't put up a fight. Like, obviously, he kind of knew this was coming. But then they're walking back over to Bianco, and he's meeting him halfway, and he's got the finger out pointing to the umpire. And he says it again, "You better not be coming over here if he's not fucking ejected."
Right.
I was like, oh, hell yeah. And so they told him that he was ejected, and he looked at him and he was like, "Okay, good, thank you." And he gave the safe sign for whatever reason, but he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, man.
Dude, right. If Mike Bianco, because even the umpire went over to Mike Bianco and was telling him something, and it looked like, I was like, they're not tossing this guy. Mm-hmm. What's going on here? Like, I genuinely do not know what the fuck's going on. Yeah. And then Mike looked satisfied, and I was like, okay, it looked.
And the first base umpire is walking back to first, and he looks into the dugout of Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And somebody must have said, what was the decision here? And you can see the first base umpire goes, he got thrown out. I was like, all right, so they did toss him because they never came, like the announcers never said, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Immediately at least.
What game was that? You remember it was this year, college baseball, and I sent it to you because I was like, there's no way this guy just got tossed from the dugout. Was it Duke? Was it Duke ECU?
Oh, it was two guys in the dugout.
Yeah, two.
And one thought he got thrown out, but didn't.
Right. And then came back.
It was the guy. And
then he tossed him.
And then they turned it back to him because they were rowing the boat.
Yeah.
That game?
That was a bunch of bullshit.
I think that was ECU. I think that was the ECU Duke game.
Was that the one where the coaches got into it?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the ECU Duke game.
Yeah. That was see, that would be fun. Like, treat it like a hockey fight.
Yeah.
Like both coaches at home plate. One of them basically like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, fucking one in one batter's box, another one in another, and they have to reach across home plate and fucking hit each other.
Well, did you see A&M in Texas? Wow, gosh, I am off today,
dude. This is amazing. This is the best episode ever, and this will be the title of the fucking episode. This is the best episode yet.
Did you see A&M and Kentucky's coach going at it yesterday?
No.
Okay.
Oh, fucking Schlossenagel. And dude, and then Kentucky's coach is a dweeb, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm back, baby. He just said Schlossenagel. He coaches Texas, not A&M. We're back.
All right,
we are back.
Things are back to normal now.
No,
things are back to normal. I don't know who A&M's head coach is.
It's a young guy that got promoted after Schloss.
Yeah, he's stupid.
But
I don't know if you agree with me or not. I think Kentucky's coach is a fucking just a geek, like a nerd.
Oh, 100%.
Like, dude, like just. I don't like him. I wouldn't play for him.
Yeah, 100%.
But I mean, then again, he's not recruiting me. I guarantee. You know what I mean? Like, so
what gives it away?
He wouldn't want the fucking gut I have over here.
The fact that we were talking about it instead of playing.
Right, exactly. He wouldn't want me on the team, but I wouldn't want to be on his team if he was recruiting me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to play for a guy like that.
So, dude, the situation last night, though, or yesterday evening, Texas A&M has started making a comeback, and because of travel restrictions and all this stuff. The game yesterday, you couldn't start a new inning after 4:30.
Right.
All right. Well, Texas A&M's got guys on the base. It's the eighth inning. I think A&M was at home, so bottom of the eight. Well, the alleged nonsense here is that Kentucky got on the walkie to the catcher and was like, "Go talk to the pitcher." Essentially doing like some 12U bullshit.
Shit that you would do.
No, I never did that. Hell no. Some shit Ricky would do. I never did that.
Ricky has done it.
Play me to the end of the game fair and square. Fuck that.
I've played. Now
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we have lost some games because of that.
Oh yeah, I've won some. I've lost some.
I've tried not to do that, but there are times where you're like, dude, we need a W here.
Yeah,
Kids are 0 for 7 in their last 7 games.
No, I just,
we need to win.
I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I can honestly say I don't recall. I might have done it. I'm not going to deny never doing it, but I don't recall specifically a situation where I was like, I got to bleed time here.
I just wish that in youth baseball there was not. It was all innings.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there wasn't a time limit, but you got a certain amount of games you got to get in a day. I understand it, but at the same time, put it at like 5 innings.
Yep.
Like high school 7. Go with 10 and 11. Go 4, and with 12, 13,
or stop the clock on mound visits. That way you can't do it.
Yeah.
But so essentially, this is what happened. They get in the catcher's ear. He goes talk to the pitcher.
Okay.
Throws a pitch. It's 4:28 at this point.
Okay.
Throws a pitch, and all of a sudden, they come set. Pitcher steps off. Catcher's pointing to the head like he can't hear. He's done lost signal. He's lost signal.
This is the equivalent to a guy going down on a football field without an injury.
We get the catcher calling timeout. We have one of the assistant coaches come out, redo the armband, redo the earpiece.
Who won?
All the shit. Kentucky won.
Okay.
All the shit. Well, A&M's coach is going ballistic, obviously.
Yeah.
Kentucky's coach is still in the dugout, but also screaming from the dugout. The A&M coach is on the field screaming like how much horseshit it is.
Yeah.
They interviewed the A&M coach after, and he gave a full 12U baseball coach response. They're like, explain the situation. He kind of explained it, and he goes, I'm not going to lie to you. When it all got sorted out at 4:29, I told my guy, just strike out so that way we can start another inning. He said, I didn't care we had guys on base. Just strike out so we can start another inning.
Right.
I was like,
we've done it. We've
done.
We've done that one. Dad used to tell us, square to bunt and step on the plate.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just you have to make contact with the ball, though. Square to bunt, step on the plate, and make contact with the ball. Out, done.
That's a good one.
Yep. Or swing and step on the plate.
So, yeah, dude, the coaches in the games this weekend, if you were watching, everybody that was out there was watching and saw it, electric. And that's what makes college baseball so much fun, right? And the whole thing with the row the boat this past week, that's nonsense on the umpire to make those guys stop. They're not doing nothing wrong.
Yep.
You're not being vulgar. You're not talking shit. You're not cussing people out. Like, you're just enjoying the moment and enjoying the game. And the umpire's making them stop, throws a guy out. The other one comes back. They thought he got thrown out. They immediately, as soon as he gets back on the top step, the whole team turns their back to the umpires and starts rowing the boat facing the inside of the dugout. Like, dude.
That's the equivalent to the the Jack Caglione home run after his pitcher. The pitcher showed a dude up and got fucking tossed.
And he walked in the home
and
plate.
He hit a home run and he's walking. He's waddling thank you. Like that's exactly what that was. Yeah. And then the whole thing with with Kentucky and A&M, that, like I said, that's the equivalent of a football player, which what's his fuck?
Man, I love that guy.
No, you don't. Actually, you might. Ole Miss head coach, football.
Ole Miss.
You know it. You know him. He's part of the Nick Saban tree.
Oh, shoot.
What's his fucking name?
I can see his damn face too.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin.
Kiff train. I do love Lane Kiffin. That is
Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. They almost teach their guys. Ole Miss is known for that shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking, hey, we don't have timeout left. Hey, go ahead and go down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Fucking say your nuts hurt. Whatever. Say you're something, you shit yourself. Whatever. That'd be crazy. I remember Brendan Grant pissed on himself standing on fucking
No shot.
dude. I remember it was his birthday actually because his is the day before Dad's, and it was March 19th, and we were playing at Robert Park midweek game. Like they formed this like tournament ball, little kind of league, playing at Robert Park, and this motherfucker's he had to piss before the inning started, but like we had just came off the field, he had to piss, and we're like, Brennan, you're on deck right now, and he was like, oh shit, I can't. I think we were 12 and or 11 or something like that, right?
And just
So,
straight up pissed himself.
dude, he hits a fucking double, strokes a double, and he's running fast as shit because he has to piss. He's standing on second base and asking for like a pinch runner or something. He's like, Brennan, it's the fucking third inning. Like, we need you in the game. And dude, I'm telling you, he's about to piss himself. And finally, he just, Dad, like, I think they had like a mound visit. And Dad was like, hey, Brennan, like, you can go pee if you need to. And he was like, no, it's okay, coach. Like, I'm good. He was like, what's going on? He was like, yeah, it happened. He fucking standing on second base just pissed himself.
Dude, oh my god!
I mean,
that's amazing.
sure, I get it.
It is
You
what
know,
it is.
yeah, it is
All
what
right.
it is. Anyway, so look,
let's talk. Wait, we got to finish. Are we finishing the upsets? We just barely got into them.
no, yeah. We're gonna finish them. No, I'm just saying, let's get back into it because,
We
so
get
look,
lost here. It's fine.
Stanford gets swept by Virginia. Now, this isn't exactly an upset because Virginia is preseason number 2, but they have been doing so fucking bad.
Right.
It's just shocking, is what it is.
Yeah.
Right now, Stanford's not the fucking powerhouse that they used to be. Stanford a couple years ago was like number 8 in the nation, like top 10 at all times.
Yep.
Now Stanford has this dude that instead of going play in the MPB in Japan, I don't know if you've heard of this guy. He's on the Stanford roster, and he graduated high school in Japan and chose to come play baseball at Stanford to be eligible for
Really?
the draft earlier.
What a smart guy.
Dude. And well, I mean, now with the NIL deals, right, you don't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
Right. So, and this dude, apparently he went to the same high school as Otani. I forget this fucker's name, but so same high school as Otani.
You keep going, I'll find it.
And just look at the Stanford roster and actually beat Otani's home run record at that high school.
Really?
Yes, this kid is a stud. I mean, I say he's got to be 18, 18, 19 years old. He's a freshman.
Oh,
Yes.
Rintaro Sasaki, yes.
So I was wondering if he's related to Roki. I don't know if he is or not. I'm not 100% on that. But
yes, I do remember seeing this.
yes, this dude is a dog, bro.
Yes.
I want to say he holds that high school record for home runs. The high school him and Shohei both went to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this dude is an animal. So, but the issue is Stanford doesn't have the guys anymore that, to kind of like Sasaki is the guy now, like to build around for this program. And the thing is, like with Stanford, they used to have this guy that were just, I mean, fucking studs, and the pitching to go along with it. And now Stanford's kind of falling off a little bit.
Yeah.
Stanford, I think, is focusing more on the football side of things, especially being that they just hired Andrew Luck as their like GM for the football team.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that they're not getting away from baseball, but they don't have as much money for baseball.
Correct.
As other teams do, right? As your SEC schools do. Everybody says SEC, ESPN, that type of shit, right? It's pretty wild. But no, Stanford gets swept by Virginia, and I mean, it is what it is. It's Virginia's a good ball team, right? Thursday they won 11-8. Let me see if I can find these other two real quick. Where is it?
And you are correct
13.
that he does have the most homers ever in high school at 140.
There you go. 140 home runs in 4 years in high school.
140.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, same high school as Otani, as you said.
Yep.
Also the same high school as wow, I just had this up.
Yamamoto, Ichiro.
Older guy. Yusei Kikuchi.
Oh, okay. Kuchi. Got it. So Virginia wins the second game, 13-7. They're scoring double digits. I don't know what this third game was. I'm looking. 9-8. So that's the one in 10 innings. I think we were watching that while we were eating, or we had put it on or something like while we were eating.
The Virginia game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, in 10 innings, they hit a walk-off.
It was hilarious
9-8.
because we'd put the crawfish on the table.
Dude.
Everybody was about 4 crawfish in.
We were in the wrong spot.
And then we hear the SEC
we should have put it.
broadcast.
Yeah, we should have put it underneath the patio
Yeah.
instead of putting it underneath the tent. But you live and you learn. Next time for sure. Or we could have put the other TV on.
Yeah,
because I do have 2 TVs underneath. I'm kind of bougie.
That's fine.
But I bought it like that. I didn't fucking build it. I didn't. Trust me. Trust me, I did not. I bought this house because it's easier to finance a house than it is an outdoor kitchen.
Fact. All right, so let's talk about another team that got swept here. Wake Forest.
Yeah, fuck Wake Forest. I've already said they're the worst team in college baseball.
Wake Forest gets swept by Virginia Tech. I mean, it's kind of shocking. Like, as good as dominant as Wake Forest has been for years, and you get swept here. I didn't see what they dropped to in the rankings, but man, kind of shocking. Florida State loses on Friday night, gets a bad start to their weekend to unranked Notre Dame, 16-9, but ends up winning the next 2 games, taking a series. Oregon, number 10, loses a series. And then
see, I don't believe Oregon is what they're making them out to be. I don't know why, but I don't.
And then you look in state right there, number 5, Oregon State loses to unranked Nebraska 2-1 this weekend.
Yeah.
Loses the series 2-1, not a game.
Yeah, I think
I
want to say they dropped out. I want to say they dropped out of the top 25.
Who?
Oregon State?
No.
No?
No. Not only losing 1 game or 2 games.
Oh, never mind. Oregon State was the reason that we moved up, right?
Yeah, that should be right.
Where were they at before?
They were at 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we move up 1 because everybody else lost. I think Oregon State was the only one above us that lost.
Let me see. I'm pulling up the old versus new rankings on D1Baseball.com.
I'm trying to find fucking Wake Forest over here. Oh, yeah. Wake Forest dropped out.
We don't care about Wake Forest.
Well, I'm saying they dropped out. You said you didn't know what rank they were. They dropped out top 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
They dropped all the way out. 9. That's more than 9 spots.
Who?
Wake Forest.
Yeah.
At 16.
Yep.
Who was I saying? Oregon or
Oregon State?
Oregon State goes 2-2 on the week. On the whole week, went from 5 to 11. Where is Oregon here? Oregon goes 1-2 on the weekend, and for their week, they obviously didn't play a midweek. Went from 10 to 15 this week. So moving into the top 10, or actually staying in the top 10 after losing their series to Alabama, is where our LSU Tigers are going this weekend. Oklahoma.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, we'll preview it Wednesday probably, just because they play Thursday, Friday, Saturday
again.
Yeah, so we'll probably go Wednesday, unless you want to do a watch along Thursday.
Well, we could do a watch along for a little while, not the whole game.
I mean,
especially if they start at 7.
Yeah. I'd like to go live for one of those. Like, go live and have people watching the game and then watching us. I don't think many people will join, but
yeah, I doubt it.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to do it.
But yeah, so number 12, it's not really a big upset. Number 12, Alabama wins the series 2-1 over number 9, Oklahoma. It's an upset just because of the standings, but
yeah, I mean,
it's not a big upset.
Look, Alabama's Alabama, right?
Alabama's solid, man.
They're crazy. Like it's insane because you got one time, like one game they're best team in the country, and the next game they're the worst team in the country. Like you don't know what you're gonna get with this Alabama team, and especially, dude, that coach got fucking fired up. I still hate that he had to write an apology letter to Tony V.
I still don't know if that's true.
I would assume.
I don't think it's true because I saw that same guy tweet about another coach getting kicked out, and he said the same thing, and I haven't seen that anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know if the whole apology letter thing is true. It might be, but
I don't know.
Somebody out there, if you could shed light on it, let us know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but look, Arizona loses to Baylor 2 games to 1, and here's another thing about the the rankings, right? So I think like 20 through 25, if they get swept or if they lose a series or whatever, like
Yeah.
I just don't think that it's that big of a deal,
Yeah, no, I
right?
don't either.
Like 20 through 25 especially. Maybe even like
18.
yeah. I think 18 through 25 it's like okay, they're just there's like a filler spot at that point cuz they're all going to be 2 seeds. Like anybody 18 through 25, really 17 through 32 is your 2 seeds
Yeah.
in the tournament.
And you keep seeing teams, they have a good week, they come back in the top. Like Coastal Carolina, they've dropped out of the top 25 twice. They're back in it
Back
again.
in, yeah. They kind of teetered.
It's
They
one of
teetered from
those.
like 20 to 30.
Yeah. Vandy, who we talked about, we didn't know where they went. They went from 14 to 23.
Right.
So they're still in.
Yeah, and Arkansas swept them.
Arizona State was in the top 25 to start the year. They were not in it last week. They're back in it this week after 3-1.
Right.
So, yeah, like you said, those teams are just kind of bouncing in and out. And,
right.
You have a bad weekend, you're out. You have a good weekend, you're in.
And like I said, those are the majority of your 18-ish or 17 through 25.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
And we've said it. Rankings don't really matter till you get to like tournament time.
Yeah.
Right.
The last 3 weeks of the
year. The last 3 weeks of the year, you got to turn your shit on the top B, especially if you are top 16. If you're 9 through 16, you need to turn your shit on and try to get to, depending on who you play.
Right.
Right. But try to get to 1 through 8.
Yep. Absolutely.
Miami hit a home run. Think I didn't bet on this fucking game. I would have never known who to bet.
Is that Zeke? Who's that?
I don't know who the hell hit that. Jazz.
No.
Ronaldo Lopez?
No.
Is that? I think that's who that is. Ronaldo Lopez?
He's a pitcher for the
Oh,
Braves.
he is a pitcher. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. So some teams making a statement. So there's your upsets. Team making a statement. Number 1, Tennessee sweeps South Carolina. Number 2, Arkansas sweeps number 13, Vandy.
Yeah, which is why. So they moved down to what you said?
21, 23, 20.
See, a sweep's at number 2. I guess you got swept.
23.
Yes, you got swept, but you shouldn't move fucking 10 spots, dude.
Especially getting swept to a team that good. Like
right.
Arkansas.
Then you're number 2 team in the nation?
Yeah.
Like
that's the only bad thing about that.
But it was at home.
Such a strong SEC is you're going to get punished for losing the season or series, and you're going to get punished a lot.
Give me another beer, please.
And, you might be sitting here, what do you mean you're going to get punished a lot? What do you mean you're going to get punished a lot? Okay, we saw number 2 LSU lose to number 8 Texas on the road, their first true road test all year long.
And move 5, 6 spots?
And they dropped 6 spots to number 8. Clemson this week went 3-2 and lost their series, dropped 1 spot.
That's crazy. Went 3-2?
How
does that work? 2 midweek games?
They played 2 midweeks.
That's at this point in the season, you shouldn't be doing that shit.
They were at number 6 last week, according to D1 Baseball. They're still at number 6 this week. I think I said dropped 1, but that might have been according to a different thing. But according to D1 Ball, stayed the same after going 3-2.
Yeah.
I think that I actually think they won their weekend series. They lost that midweek. They lost that Tuesday midweek. We talked about that.
Yeah. So look, LSU sweeps Mississippi State. Okay.
Yep.
Had a great couple, great 3 games. 2 of them started late as fuck, ended late as fuck. We were here for all of it. We enjoyed all of it.
I sent the Facebook LSU wins at 1:42.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yep.
So
and I will say because Jace's face did not get slapped, and it probably shouldn't, because we said if we have Cade Anderson versus
Pico.
Yeah.
Pico Cone.
Yeah. If Pico Cone and Cade Anderson face each other, bet the under. Well, in game 1, they didn't face each other, and the under did not hit.
Certainly did. Cade went. Pico did not.
Now, game 2, Pico went.
Boy.
And Ianson looked, I think, amazing.
Ianson, I think, even better.
Ianson has kind of solidified his weekend role.
Even better than the big strikeout game that he had, 15, 17, whatever.
He had 12, I believe, this game.
38 strikeouts, whatever he had a couple weeks ago.
It was 15.
This was his best game.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep.
This is a really good team.
He's listening to people like us going, this stupid motherfucker doesn't deserve to be on the team.
Yeah.
Even though we never said that.
Yeah, we never
We
said
we
that.
implied it, but
It's not like him better
it
out the
was never
bullpen.
said.
I still like Chase Shores better out the bullpen.
Yeah,
It's better. But
yeah.
Chase Shores had a decent outing. He finally got through the
How about
third.
Case and Evans, dude?
What a dog. We'll get to him in a second. Let's go with game one. Let's talk about Kate Anderson.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a good outing, okay?
Now we
Kate
do
gave
have
up
MLB news to
5.
talk about this. To talk about after this, right?
Yeah, where are we at right now? Is that 40? No, 30.
30.
All right, 30. I mean, we swept the series. We played LSU baseball for the most part.
Thank God.
There wasn't really much to talk about. I think the biggest thing of the weekend is Kate Anderson. Okay, he pitches Thursday. He
struggled.
4 1/3 for one of his worst outings of the year.
Right.
6 hits, 5 earned runs. All 5 of those earned runs were homers, I'm pretty sure. Or came off of homers. I think it was 4 homers that he gave up. Maybe more than that.
Hold
Let me
on,
see.
hold on.
3.
You give it 3.
3 homers. So all their runs came. Dude, it was like every inning they hit a homer. They hit one in the first.
They were mashing the
the
ball. I will
second,
say that.
The third. I mean, and whenever they didn't homer, we did.
And Kate threw 101 pitches.
Yeah.
In this 4 1/3 outing, only 65 of them were fucking strikes.
Yeah.
This is not the Kate Anderson we're used to.
And, here's the thing about it is I'm listening to these guys talk on the game, and a lot of times I can't stand our announcers. I've come on here and said I feel like they're not watching the same game as us. Pinch hitters are at the plate. They're not calling it out. Not pitch hitters are at the plate, and they're saying there is one. Saying there's a guy in a certain spot of the field, and he's not there. Like, I feel like there's a lot of times these guys aren't watching the game. And I also feel like this was one of them.
Yeah. I don't know. So speaking of, all right. So MLB The Show, right? You can hear, if you're playing Conquest on rookie, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And you're beating them 8-0 going to the third. It's only 3 inning games. They'll say at the top of the inning, when you get into the third, they'll say, well, this game is a blowout. Let's talk about something else. Right? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Right? But the game wasn't a blowout.
No.
It's 8-6. Or it's at the time, fucking 7-6. Right? Because LSU scored 1 1/8. Right? It's in the 6th inning and it's fucking 7-6. LSU's up 1.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, something, this game is too exciting for y'all to be just, I don't get it. They need to let us fucking commentate a game. We'll get into it and just, we'll become the new announcers for LSU.
Dude, I would love to commentate a game. That sounds like
that's
so
what we got to do
fun.
a watch along because we can be the partners, right?
Yeah.
Hey, remember this time whenever you struck out like that? Yeah. Fucking sword.
But look,
that's the thing too. In here, we'd be some badass commentators.
Oh yeah.
Can I help you? No thanks. Just looking.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out.
Get him a bucket. He's throwing up.
Yeah. Fuck.
We'd be saying a whole bunch.
Get off your knees, Blue. You're blowing the game.
Yeah, dude. I tell you, it's crazy. But look, let's talk about it. Okay, so obviously not his best game. We know that. But then Connor Bench comes in, does his job, gives up 1 2/3 that he pitches. Fine, whatever. You inherit, what's already bad. You inherit a hot team at the plate, Mississippi State at the time. Whatever. You give up a run on 1 hit, 2 walks, which is the concerning part. You face 3 guys. That's the concerning part is 2 walks, right, and a wild pitch. And 25 pitches to get 2 outs. It's a lot of pitches to get 2 outs.
Yeah.
First off. But then we go to the guy in Zach Cohen.
Yeah.
Who has been that dude, along with Case and Evans, who we'll get to here in a minute. But Zach Cohen has been that fucking guy from Wofford. I mean, we talked about it, went 10-2 last year with like a 3.17 ERA, something like that. He was their Friday guy. I said at the beginning of the year, I thought he was going to be in the starting rotation because I did not see Shores as a starter.
Right.
He's not going to be that in the big leagues. It's just not. Assuming he gets there, he's going to be a reliever.
So look at Alex Lang.
Yeah.
Right? Alex Lang is a closer for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
And was one of the guys at LSU, was the Friday night guy, was that guy.
Yeah.
and dude is, I would say, top half
Yeah, he's
in the
he's a
league.
better of the relievers.
Right,
It's nasty.
dude's crazy.
But you get Zach Cohen coming in. He goes 4 innings. All right. Let's do some math here. 4 times 3 is 12 outs. He goes 7 strikeouts. 1 hit, faces 13 batters out of, what could have been 12.
Right,
Faces 1 extra guy in 4 innings through 59 pitches. All right. Dude is an absolute animal on the mound. The scouting report on Zach Cohen is very simple. He's got a bunny hop changeup, but you can't hit it. It's just it reminds me so much of a Sergio Romo. You know what he's throwing. He's coming sidearm with a slider.
right,
A Mariano Rivera. He's got 1 pitch. It's cutter.
right.
Tommy Kahnle last year in the World Series or all throughout the postseason, he threw 62 straight changeups.
I don't know if it was it 62.
Yeah, I think it was 58, 62, somewhere in that high ass number.
I
Straight
thought
changeups.
it was like a 20 number.
Oh no, way more than that. Way more.
Good God.
But like, you got the scouting report and you can't hit it. It's so good. He's so good at being deceiving with it because it's not like he's got stuff that's overpowering, right? He's 90 to 92 maybe, and then he's 83 to 84 with this bunny hop changeup that feels like it drops 6 feet from the time he lets it go. And he's been unhittable, continues to be that way. He is the Griffin.
61.
61.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting.
There you go. He's been the Griffin Herring. He's been the Gavin Guidry. He's been.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
where the fuck is he?
I know, right?
I see him. You see him in the dugout.
I know.
You see him.
You see him throwing pregame. I don't know where he's at. I'm ready for a decision to come out and be made, but
I'm ready for his baby to be born.
Oh God,
allegedly.
Jesus Christ.
We have fun here.
But yeah, dude, Zach Cohen, man, what a fucking stud. Look, LSU gets to win. You come up big in a big time situation. Look, the game was all Mississippi State, all the way to the 5th. All right. It's 6-2 in the 5th. And then LSU finally becomes LSU. We get guys on base. Daniel Dickinson comes up, pulls a homer, 3-run homer, makes it 6-5. Malam follows it up after Josh Pearson gets on base with a homer, and all of a sudden, boom, 7-6. Tigers got the lead in the 5th. And then we score again. Tanner Reeves scores on a wild pitch in the 8th. 8-6. Tigers win game 1. Let's go to game 2, Coach. How are we feeling about game 2? Because Pico Cone was everything we talked about in that pregame. He's not overpowering. He's 90 to 92, but that just lanky, funky delivery that he had.
Yeah.
My gosh, Pico Cone was really good in that game Friday.
Yeah, no, he definitely was everything as advertised. I mean, the kid's a stud. I say kid. Well, see, I hate saying kid because, like, I still think I'm a kid at times.
But compared to us, they are kids.
Compared to us, technically, they're kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, Pico Cone, first of all, he goes 8 Ks. He goes 5 innings, 93 pitches, which I thought might have been a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're playing an LSU team that's used to this shit. Right? You face very good pitching in your offseason. You face it in the SEC. You're used to this shit. It's just how you overcome. It's adversity at this point, right?
You got it, bud.
Anthony Ianson.
Talk about your buddy.
My big takeaway from this game. I know you're walking out of the room right now. Go piss. Go piss. Hey everybody, how's it going? I don't want you to miss any of this. I'll talk hitting. First of all, this is one game where we didn't use any pinch hitters, and it's very odd. It's one of the few this year where we didn't put anybody to pinch hit. Very low scoring game. 2-1 was the final. LSU wins. LSU takes the win in this one. I mean, Mississippi State has 7 hits. LSU had 7 hits. Runs scored. LSU scored 2. Obviously, Mississippi State scored 1. Obviously, I mean, LSU's 2 runs came off fucking solo shots. We had 2 home runs in the game. Ethan Fry hit 1, and Luis Hernandez hit 1. And we didn't walk. Our hitting staff did not walk. at all. No one had a fucking walk. And our pitching staff walked 6 of Mississippi State's hitters. That should have been the difference in the game, but the issue is Mississippi State didn't capitalize. Right? So I didn't realize this. No one walked for us.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
got we only how many times did we strike out? That's what
11.
I want. Oh. Okay, so Pico had 8.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now let's talk about it, coach. Let's talk about the guy, the man of the hour, Anthony Ianson. Or I actually heard the announcer say it Ianson, like you wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it might be. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It might be. Look, I don't know. We're not professionals, but look, he goes 103 pitches and 66 of them were strikes, 5 innings, 5 hits allowed, one run, and it wasn't earned.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not charged to his ERA.
Right.
Right? Had 3 walks and 12 strikeouts, which is fucking insane. Everybody who was doubting him, including us, he kind of proved to the haters right there, hey, look, I am built for this shit. You know, down the 3 walks, we can kind of do without, but it's part of the game. It happens.
I will see. My mind will be made up on him Friday this week in Oklahoma against a top 10 team. We got another top 10 matchup coming.
I hope we see Cam and fucking destroy him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like to see everybody have a good time. You know, everybody have fun. Everybody play a good game.
I hope he throws 15 perfect games, but I hope for one outing he doesn't make it out the first inning.
Right.
Or
comes in relief and doesn't record an out
like he did for us.
Right.
We're gonna we play Auburn later this year, I think.
Yes.
We'll see Sammy Dutton.
Actually, we go Oklahoma then Auburn.
Yeah, we'll see Sammy.
Which, from what I hear,
I think Sammy's their Saturday guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll see Sammy here
from
soon.
what I hear.
But Cam's a different story. We
Kid's good.
Might not see him anyway. Ianson,
might not. Look, Ianson. Amen.
Anthony,
Tony, you did good. You did good, Paisano. You did good, dude. This motherfucker dealt. Okay, to have this number line, like to have this stat line, is insane to me. And then he goes 5, and then you only use. This is what gave me hope for the sweep when you bring in Case and Evans. And I kept texting you and going, I just the all caps, doors. It was fucking insane to watch Case and Evans just shut them down. Allowed 2 hits, had 3 walks, but 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, 72 pitches. That's probably his career high at LSU so far.
Yes.
And high. And just doors, dude. Fucking, can I help you? No thanks. Just looking. Fucking sword. Anything you ask Case and Evans to do. This guy, I hope he never comes out the pen. Like, I hope he stays in the bullpen.
Yeah, well.
Right? And does not become a starter ever. Because this guy, you can put him in the 6th or the 9th. It's fucking doors.
Yep.
For any team. And we put him in, and it was 2-1.
Right.
And guess what? Final score 2-1.
Yeah.
Like, he got in trouble there a couple times.
He did.
He did. He got in trouble there a couple times, but got himself out of it. Was fired the fuck up. I love his passion. He looks like a baby Tony V.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way he plays. I love the passion he plays with, arrogance almost, right? Like Gavin Guidry when Gavin Guidry was on the mound. Yep. Now, here's a scenario, Coach. You go Case and Evans in the 8th, and Gavin Guidry in the 9th. Fucking Bash Brothers, the new Bash Brothers. But what would you call that? It wouldn't be Bash Brothers.
Well, we got to get Guidry back. If you get Guidry back, it changes the entire dynamic of this LSU team.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
dude, I'm fucking excited for him to come back. You get
so much deeper.
I get bricked up, dude, just thinking about
it. Well, he was too.
Allegedly.
Probably
not true.
But you get so much deeper here with your bullpen. And then there's one guy I have my eye on to figure it out before SEC tournament gets here, to make you get Guidry back. You know what you're going to get. We've seen Cohen. We've seen Kaysen. All right, we got those 3 guys. We got it. There is one guy that I think if he figures it out, LSU will win this whole thing this year. And it's Jacob Myers. You give me a guy.
Oh, they're talking about Cooper Williams.
No, release point is 7'2", 7'3", which is like 2 inches higher.
Kid from Santa Monica too.
Yeah,
out of nowhere,
than the highest pitcher in Major League. So everything is downhill. Right. Not to mention he throws a hundo. Dude, Jacob Myers, he figures it out, and you get Guidry back. I mean, my goodness, the deepness of
if he stays and figures it the fuck out, he possibly could be a Friday guy next year.
Yeah,
if he can figure it out, come like tournament time, right, and we can trust him to make say we get in a losers bracket or something in a regional, and hey, we just need a 4th guy.
Yeah,
you go ahead and throw him on, and he just dominates. Like a Ty Floyd kind of appearance.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, he look out for him to maybe be the Friday night guy next year.
I think it's going to be Kaysen Evans, but
I don't like that.
Unfortunately.
I don't like that.
Me either. I agree.
I don't like that. Now, at this point, again, do you give Gavin Guidry a red shirt?
Yeah.
A medical red shirt.
It's got to be in the back of our minds. They got to be thinking about it. So
I don't think you do, because I think at some point you have to be hopeful that he comes back.
Yeah.
Do we see him start this week? Do we?
I think they stick with the Jaden Newt train. I mean, Newt's been good. He's
I
getting
know,
up
but
to 70, 80 pitches.
You got to give Guidry. You know a standing ovation that he would get, that Guidry would get.
You give Newt 5 innings, and then you bring Gavin in for 3, and then Myers in to close it out.
Yeah,
or Cooper Williams, wherever you're at in the. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of guys that I'm over in the bullpen. I don't trust them at all.
Aggie.
Game what?
Aggie.
What happened?
Fucking Kumar shit in the bed.
Uh-oh. It's not good for your bet, bud.
No. He only has 1 strikeout in 2 innings.
Speaking of,
it's 3-0 Reds.
The Pirates should be on if you want to turn that game on.
We can.
Instead of this one. I knew I should have worn my Pirates jersey. Oh, well. All right, Game 3. Coach, what a bang to get started with Game 3. Holy shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Game 3 gets started. This was crawfish ball night. I was here for 4 or 5 hours before the rain finally held up a little bit and I was able to get home.
Dude, that was wild.
So
that was insane.
We didn't think LSU was going to play. I left. As soon as I get home, I get the notification from LSU Twitter, game starting at 9:06. I was like, fuck.
No, it was 9:30. It was it was 9:30 something.
Yeah, 9:30. I was like, oh, go figure.
Dude. And we go ahead and put up an 8 spot in the first inning. Now, Bella.
Dude, we just hit and hit and hit. You get a homer. Belle, what you doing over there?
They're scratching. She's leaning up against something, so it makes noise.
Oh. Curiel singles to lead the game off. Homer hit by pitch, double, single, reach on a fielder's choice, line out, stolen base, single, ground out to the pitch and change, single, and then out at second. I mean, and it's 8-0, boom, Tigers.
Yeah, and that gives you confidence, and then you go out top of the second. Now it's 8-4.
Right? Yeah, they come right back. Right, I mean, unfazed Mississippi State.
Right, against Chase Shores, which again wasn't his best outing. He allowed 4 runs, and they were all in the second. Right, so he goes scoreless in the third and the fourth, and they bring in Connor Ware.
Yeah,
and then they go Maverick Rizzi, DJ Primo, Connor Benj, Cooper Williams, Jaden Newt. Right, but at this point, like,
dude,
you're just throwing guys out there giving bullpen work because it's the final score is fucking 17-8.
And here's my problem: even with getting bullpen work, Jay loves DJ Primo.
Yeah,
Primo.
I think it's Primo.
Primo, get the fuck off the field.
Because Go is GAUX.
Yeah.
So O, Primo.
DJ, play my favorite song and stick to DJing or something, not pitching, because you throw 89
hey.
and you cannot throw a strike.
You be nice.
No. You play for LSU. If you want to go to Tulane and pitch like this, fucking go. Wow. But you play for LSU. The brand, the powerhouse.
How do you spell that, Coach?
I don't know. ELL, ESS, and shoe.
YOU.
SHOE. LSU. I don't know. But
Put it on the ticker.
I mean, look, here's the thing about it. You faced 2 hitters. You gave up 2 earned runs.
Yeah.
Because you walked a guy and you hit a guy.
Yeah.
I feel like you only pitch 14 pitches a game once a week, and you lead the country in hit by pitches. I mean, not really, but it feels that way.
See, and it was weird because like his first 2 outings, he did pretty good.
Dude, I can't stand it. Like, figure it out.
His first 2 innings, I was like, oh, he's an inning eater. Like,
yeah,
perfect. Like, he's just a guy like to get out of an inning or whatever. But he hasn't been able to fucking do that.
No.
So what's the deal with that? We don't know. We don't know if he's struggling with something. You know, you don't know. But
and the same thing goes for Cooper Williams. We bring Cooper Williams in. He throws one fucking pitch.
Let him.
Hits a guy, and Jay takes him out.
Let him. Take him out.
Like,
wait. Speaking of Cooper Williams, you've got to tell the people. You've got to tell the people. What did Jay say about Cooper Williams?
Me?
What did Jay say about Cooper Williams?
Oh, gosh.
What was it, Thursday night?
Yeah, it was Thursday night. Hold on, let me go read it specifically. Let me type it in my search bar here.
Yeah, so
pull it up.
So Jay was asked about Cooper Williams possibly coming in.
Yeah. So that when the game was out of hand, when it was still 6-2,
right,
Thursday night,
yeah,
Jay was asked about, where were you at? What was your mindset? Obviously, you weren't going to go to Zach Cohen in that situation, down whatever. And he said, something about Zach Cohen. And he said, well, we actually had Cooper Williams coming into the game tonight until we scored 5. Because they didn't actually take the lead right there. It was 6 to 5 at that point.
Yeah.
Said until we scored 5.
Right. They were just going to give Cooper Williams some work and probably lose 10-2.
Yes.
Right. Well, hey, we put up a 5 spot, and now it's 7-6, and now you got a different.
And now we're going to Zach.
Right.
Because Cooper,
Zach, it's doors.
You throw one inning and you hit a guy, and you got
so far, your guys. There's to me, out of the bullpen, there's 2 guys you bring in where it's fucking doors, and that's Cohen and Evans.
Absolutely.
100%. Zach Cohen and Kason Evans will close the game out, and that's it.
Yep, I agree 100%.
But you got a couple guys maybe like middle of the game that can come in and maybe shut down for.
If Conoware's on, he can do it. If Rizzy is on, we've seen Rizzy get a little wild, but has escaped the innings. He got bases loaded in one of these innings and got out of it. Like, he's got the potential to do it. He's only a freshman.
6'8", dude. He better.
He is only a freshman.
Yeah.
Pitching with a different ball because these grips and the laces
I don't know. I look at this shit and I go, who transfers at the end of this year? I start thinking about that, which you shouldn't. But who transfers at the end of this year? I think Cooper Williams is one of them.
Yeah,
I think Primo stays just because I feel like if he would have transferred, he'd have done it by now.
I think he's a junior.
Primo, yeah, he's a junior.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying like he's not going to get drafted, right? But he stays. Does Priester leave again?
Priester's going to leave. I think we see a lot of bench guys leave. Like Mick Paul probably leaves this year,
right?
Because he hadn't had his opportunity. Priester probably leaves
now. Arambide didn't see the field.
He didn't. It's Aaron Beatty.
I know it is. But until he starts acting right, he's Arambide.
But I think that future is very bright.
Defensively, no.
Right,
but offensively, every time he gets in a game, he hits a fucking nuke.
Yeah, you put him in the Hayden Travinsky slot.
Yeah.
But DH only.
But, dude, so here's the thing, right? So you have Hernandez is leaving.
Yep.
Right? He kind of has to. He's a senior, I believe.
Your whole infield's leaving.
I don't know.
Who?
Well, Jerry Jones was draft eligible last year, and I think they caught wind that he might be coming back, and so he fell. Right? So it depends on what they do. If they win a national championship this year,
Jared Jones is not coming back.
No. But I'm saying
that is a top 15 pick this year.
Absolutely. But last year, I'm saying they kind of caught wind that maybe he's still like
Yeah.
undecided, right? He went to the combine.
Yeah.
He went to the combine, right? And I guarantee he did pretty decent.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
he's a top 15 pick this year.
Right. Now you look at it and you say, okay, so say they make a super, right? Comes down to the wire, they don't go to Omaha. Does Milam come? These guys are making money.
They are.
Does Milam come back to win a natty? And if he does Dickinson come back to win a natty? And if he does, who else? Like Stanfield, does Stanfield come back to win a natty?
So Stanfield's in the outfield. I'm talking infield here.
No, I know, but I'm saying like do these guys that
your whole infield's gone. Malam's draft eligible. He's already.
I understand he's draft eligible,
He's
but does
already
he?
put
But does he
on-
won a national championship? That's the big question. Because Braswell,
I think everybody wants a national championship, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's not time for him to go.
but he's draft eligible.
Shut up.
Like he is only a
Shut
sophomore,
up.
but he's 21.
Shut up.
Draft eligible.
Shut up.
Braswell gone. Jones gone. Dickinson's too fucking good. He's going to be a top second baseman in this year's draft. Gone. Malam can play all over the field, and he's a switch hitter hitting 350.
I hope he gets drafted.
Gone.
I hope he gets drafted by Houston and becomes the new Altuve. And you got two guys that are 5'5".
The only starters. Let me put it this way: the only consistent start, Larson gone.
Transferred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only consistent starters I see coming back in our 9, okay, consistent starters, all right, Curiel, obviously.
Yep. Freshman.
Aaron Beatty.
Yep.
Just because you're going to lose Priester, transfer portal again, and Hernandez is gone. He's catcher 1.
Right.
All right. And I think he takes advantage of that. I think Jay
Depends on who.
And Jay loves him. Jay just came out the other day and was like, this is going to be one of the best catchers to ever come through the LSU baseball program in the history of LSU baseball. Okay. He's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Ethan Fry.
Okay.
And Chris Stanfield. That's it. Pearson gone.
Jake
Hernandez gone.
Jake Brown.
Possibly gone. If he keeps hitting like he's hitting, dude's hitting 350.
Is he draft eligible? He's only a sophomore.
I think he is draft eligible. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I thought he was a young freshman last year.
I wouldn't be surprised
if he came back.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if he transferred because he's going to want to play every day.
He does.
And
Jake Brown?
He does not play every day. He pinch hits and might get in every game.
Oh,
but he does not play every day.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? So Pearson's gone no matter what.
Yeah, Pearson's going no matter what.
Right, so Pearson's gone no matter what. So Jared Jones is gone.
Yep.
Braswell's gone. Braswell's a junior. Braswell may or may not get drafted.
Tanner Reeves will probably come
Tanner
back.
Reeves is a freshman.
No, he's a transfer.
Tanner Reeves is a freshman.
No.
Okay.
Please look this up. I can't wait for you to look this up.
Where the fuck did you transfer from?
I don't know. We covered it at one point, but he was not a freshman.
Okay. Hold on.
A transfer from...
He's a redshirt junior. He is. I'll be damned.
Where he hit like 27 homers last year.
Blinn College,
yep.
Okay. I could have swore he was a freshman.
No. He'll come back.
He looks like a fucking freshman.
He'll come back.
That could be it. But...
All right, so let me put it this way.
Jake Brown's a sophomore. Yeah. We talked about it.
Here you go. Let me put it this way. Hernandez, Jones, Dickinson, Milam, Braswell, Pearson, gone. That's 6. You only got 3 more spots for everyday starters.
Braz is a senior. Pearson's a senior.
That's what I'm saying, though. You only got 3 more spots for everyday starters. And it's...
Dickinson's junior.
It's Curiel.
Mick Paul transfer or what?
Yeah, I think he transfers.
I don't know. I feel like if he hasn't done it yet, like he hasn't really played much.
Yeah, but I think he had a lot of promises coming in this year. And then they brought Stanfield in.
Kind of be. I know. I always ask you when you're talking, and I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad because you son of a bitch.
Did I miss?
Dang. Yeah, you fucking missed. Now, what is promising is David Hogg.
I like David Hogg.
Right. So me too.
And Reeves coming back, and Curiel, and Aaron Beatty.
Case and Evans now, I know we're not talking about pitching or anything, but Case and Evans coming back. Eanson's a junior.
He's come back.
He is.
He's
You
come
think?
back. Yeah.
Or he transfers again.
No, he's come back.
All right. I mean, just looking at it, you got
Shore's most likely
now.
coming back.
Cohen's probably gone.
Cohen's gone.
He's a junior.
Cade's gone.
I don't know if Blaze is gone. I feel like Blaze came back for a reason. You know what I mean? To kind of prove.
I wish I would have paid closer attention to when did Blaze commit to LSU? Was it before Hernandez, right? Where he would have been competing for C1 spot with Aaron Beatty.
Right.
Was it, baseball is what, in February they start committing? Like, when does high school baseballers start committing? I don't even know that time frame when high school baseball starts committing.
Priester is a junior. He
I
transferred.
know. That's what I'm saying though. Like, that time frame of Aaron Beatty committing and signing with LSU.
Oh,
I thought Priester's.
I thought you were talking about Hernandez.
Well, I am. I'm putting them both together because what was the time frame of Hernandez?
We'd have to look that up.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I would have paid more attention.
Day is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish I would have paid more attention because did Jay go to Blaze first and be like, "Hey, look, we don't have a catcher"?
Signing day during the season, or is it in the fall?
I think it's after.
I think it's in the fall. I think it's October, November. I think November.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know. I didn't sign.
But regardless, so my whole point about Priester is
you signed, didn't you?
Mm-mm. I didn't sign. I just committed. I didn't have like a national signing day deal.
Okay.
I just committed. But my whole point is, did the portal get open? Blaze went in. They won a portal. Jay called, said, Travinsky's gone.
Malazzo's
gone, and Brady Neal entered transfer portal. We don't have a catcher. We want you to come back to LSU. Did that happen? And he said yes, signed, came to LSU, and then we got Hernandez, and then we got Aaron Beatty, and all of a sudden the guy that hit 380 and led the fall at homers is on the bench, kind of deal. I want to know the time frame of that happening.
I think you recruit each of those guys and go, hey, each of you has a chance to win the starting position.
Yeah, but until they sign, they're not with you. They can commit to you all they want.
Right.
Until they sign, they're not part of your team.
We'd have to look it up.
That's what I'll pay more
we'd have
closer.
to look it up, but I think Blaze was
I'm
probably one of the first. Because, I mean, you got to think
track this year.
You got to think he comes back with a motive, right? He got recruited there, went there, got redshirted his freshman year, decided, hey, I need to transfer, went to community college,
right?
Went to Meridian, I believe.
Yep.
And Meridian Community College, and lit it up, right?
Yeah, it was a star,
right? And now he comes back, and I'm telling you, he has to be motivated to get either that starting position or at least a backup or in the everyday lineup.
But you're not getting a phone call from Jay Johnson at LSU and saying, what's my role going to be? And he say, oh yeah, you're going to be C3.
Right. And then you commit.
To us.
So that's what
not Blaze Priester, right?
Right.
Maybe a freshman coming in from high school. Maybe. We can understand that.
Priester went where?
But Meridian.
No, high school. He's from Louisiana, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from here.
Where do you hold on?
Is he a Monroe boy?
No, I want to say Zachary. I could be wrong though.
But either way, something
Live Oak.
Okay.
Live Oak. So around that area. Denham area and all. But yes, no, he's from Denham.
You're not coming back with a coach telling you, yeah, you're C3.
I mean, you grow up in the Louisiana area.
Right.
Like in the Baton Rouge, Denham Springs, the Ginger Parish. You want to play for LSU.
You play for Live Oak, who's purple and gold. LSU's purple and gold,
right. I think he stays. In my opinion.
He very well could.
I just don't know where he would transfer, being that he didn't play and he's a junior.
Yeah.
He can't go to community college.
But either way, this
was
about everyday players. He's not an everyday player.
Right. I know. I'm curious what happens.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty intriguing. I got 6 guys going to the draft, though, out of the 9 in the lineup.
Hey, but I will say we did have MLB news, and we are an hour and 4 in.
I know. I was about to start getting to it right now. I was actually about to do a transition into it.
All right. LSU Sweeps. We had a good weekend. Anyway, so here we go. That's a really good transfer. Into
sweep. So what does it take to get a sweep of a series, right?
You win every game.
Which is how many games?
3 sometimes in MLB it's 4 sometimes.
No. We're talking college ball.
3.
Okay, 3. You got to win 3 games in a row to sweep, right?
Okay.
Coach, guess what the Yankees did 3 times in a row?
Okay, so check this out. Oh, Yankees destroyed the Brewers.
Made a fucking mockery of them.
Yeah, the Brewers might as well be the new White Sox this year. Every time they play the Yankees,
It's him.
I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were
embarrassing.
tipping pitches. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I really don't. I just know that the Reds are up on the Rangers 6-0 right now, and I'm curious if fucking Kumar got pulled.
Probably. Look, here's the thing about the Yankees. And what
He did
they
not
do.
need his 2 strikeouts. I need him 4. I need him to have 4. Holy shit, he's only throwing 2 innings.
Yeah, it's not looking good for you, bud.
Fuck.
Here's the thing about what the Yankees did this weekend. They made an absolute mockery of a Major League Baseball team in the Brewers.
Yeah.
Okay, it was super embarrassing if you're a Brewers fan, if you're a Brewers player, that organization, because that team has high hopes of winning the Central, which me and Coach Rob both think they won't. And if it keeps going like this, their pitching staff is an absolute mess. They were at home and
hopes. It's a really good song from
they were at home. Pitching
a
staff
Goofy movie,
was
actually.
was a mess, including the bullpen. It's horrible.
I love how you just keep talking.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Just keep doing it.
Somebody got. I mean, you already pointed out we're an hour and 4 minutes in, so we got to just kind of roll through
we
this
got,
without rolling.
To be honest with you, like we got really as much time as it takes.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm not rushing it.
Yeah. I'm not Russian. I'm Italian.
There you go. So, what this team did was set records twice, and they reminded us of a few records that haven't been reminded of in quite some time.
Now,
and okay.
With that being said, you can talk about the records, right? But the reason they did this is because they hired some fucking nerd from MIT.
This isn't true.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
So
how do you know?
Apparently this torpedo bat, which is catching the MLB world by what seems to be surprise, including us, including myself.
Well, so we got clarification. I got clarification on the rule. I don't know if you saw it or not.
This is super illegal. They're not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, no.
And apparently this has been tinkered with by multiple players outside of the Yankees organization during spring training that either loved it or hated it or were indifferent about it. So this is not anything that's like, yes, it's new this year kind of deal.
It's just the fact that the Yankees are doing it.
It's the fact that the Yankees are doing it and they went berserk. They went crazy. I mean, it is.
Now, Aaron Judge is not using
he's not.
This torpedo bat.
He's not.
And he hit 3 home runs.
He hit 4 homers and 7 at bats, including 3 in one game.
Right.
He went 4 for 6 in this game that we're about to talk about with 3 homers.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
And then started the next game with a homer. So 4 of his 7 at bats were homers. But
can you imagine if you would have bet him to hit 3 home runs and just put like $1 on it?
Oh, it
had to be $5,000.
Yeah, had to be crazy.
It's crazy.
So let's talk about the record here for a few minutes.
Okay.
So game 1 of MLB's season, Yankees lead off. Austin Wells is leading off. Boom, homer. Austin Wells, catcher for the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
First catcher ever in Major League Baseball. Ever.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking wild.
Is the crazy part.
Well,
to lead off an MLB with a homer. Like,
so catchers don't normally bat
first.
Right.
Correct.
Like your normal, like the Phillies did an abnormal thing putting Schwarber as their leadoff.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a big guy leading off. Now, Austin Wells is a fucking unit.
You look at catchers over the history of Major League Baseball, right? Typically, you're 7, 8, 9 guy. With your exceptions,
typically can't hit.
Yeah, with your exceptions, right? You got your
JTs of the world.
In our generation, you got your JTs, you got your Busters, you got your Yachties, you got Brad Ausmus,
right?
You know,
which even I think Yachty's like a career like 265.
Yeah, and right now you got an Adley, you got Salvi that's really good.
You got a Cal Riley.
You got Kyle Riley that's really good.
With Seattle, shout out Chris. Even though he won't fucking join us because he's
Dodgers, Austin.
Bitch. Chris, you're a bitch.
Shoot, what's his damn name? Austin fucking something with the
With who?
With the Dodgers.
Oh, hold on,
I'm drawing a blank on the last name here.
Is it Austin?
I think so.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Austin.
It's not Austin. He signed a 10-year deal.
Hold on,
Got a
hold
big deal.
on.
But you
No,
got
it's
him. You got the
It's Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith.
Where the fuck are you getting Austin from?
I think their backup's Austin.
Austin Reeves? No.
Yeah, Austin Reeves,
Is
LA
it?
Lakers shooting guard. Yep.
Oh,
it's
that's
him.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Who the fuck is that Austin? There is an Austin. He used to catch for the Padres, I thought.
Yeah, he's the backup for the Dodgers. Somebody is.
Look, we don't know. We don't know baseball. We don't know why you listen to us. Anything like that. We don't know shit.
But the Braves got Sean Murphy.
Yeah.
Like we got guys nowadays.
Travis Darno with the Angels.
Travis Darno, Logan O'Hoppe, both
Yeah.
of them with the Angels.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You know,
Jonah Heim, not Jonah Hill.
Kyle Gashioka.
Yeah.
We got guys nowadays that's more in that kind of 4 through 6 range.
Right.
And growing up, you had very few in the old school times. Your Yogi Berra's kind of people that are exception, like true exceptions.
Oh, absolutely.
To the rule. Nowadays, we don't really have exceptions to the rule. When we grew up, Buster, Yachty,
fucking. I'll throw a name out there. Benji Molina. Fucking. That's about how catchers were built.
Yeah.
Right. When we were growing, early to mid.
I forgot about the Contreras brothers nowadays too.
Right. Exactly. I'm saying, we were growing up from 2000 to 2010. All your catchers were fat as fuck. Salvi. Salvi's a big dude, but he has slimmed down.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because of this bullshit right here.
Yeah.
Because of the one knee shit. I told you this before. Catchers have to be more athletic now.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, it's just, and so they have to be slim. Ethan Salas is probably about 160 fucking pounds. But he's
not that small, but he is a dog. He's
a dog. He's underneath 200 pounds.
Maybe 198. So you might be right.
Hold that thought.
I'll give it to you. But anyway, so Austin Wells leads off. He's hitting lead off for the Yankees after last year hitting 5-6 hole when they were in the postseason. Leads off the game.
6'1", 185.
There you go.
Told you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doubting you.
Bitch.
Not doubting you.
See what you do when you get me drinking.
He starts the weekend with history being made for the Yankees.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Well, then game 2, or maybe it was game 3, the Yankees face old New York Yankee Nestor Cortez, bearded Nestor Cortez,
which is awesome.
Yeah. And they go.
Yankees can have beards. I was watching Yankees highlights earlier. I didn't see any of the motherfuckers with beards.
Carlos Rondon does.
Oh, okay.
Rodon. I think I said Rondon, like Anthony.
I thought
it's Rodon.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Rodon.
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 So Rodon. He rode on his fucking horse.
He's been rode on.
So then they followed this up in their history-making weekend with pitch 1, pitch 2, pitch 3 from Nestor. Yahtzee. They're the first team in Major League history to hit the first 3 pitches of a game for 3 homers.
If you don't know what Yahtzee is, it is a board game with a dice.
If you're a baseball player, it is a homer.
Yes.
They also hit 9 homers in this game, which is one shy of the record of 10 in one game.
This is crazy.
And then, which is also most in their history for one game. And then over the weekend, they scored the 3rd most runs ever at 36. First is 41 overall. This was in 1950 sometime. Right. Second is 40 overall. I think it was the Phillies in the 60s.
Yeah.
At some time. So, it's been a long time coming since these numbers were put up. Also, they tied the 06 Tigers for the most home runs in an opening weekend in MLB history. So Yankees just doing all kind of history-making shit. They're still undefeated, one of 4 teams as of before games started today that were undefeated. So Yankees doing Yankees things, and people were saying, the torpedo bat. Every team has access to this. Multiple players have used this in spring training, liked it, didn't like it, indifferent about it. Multiple players are still using it now outside of the Yankees. Like Coach Rob said, Aaron Judge isn't doing this, and Aaron Judge hit 17 homers this weekend. So what the Yankees doing, look, they're starting very impressive. Very impressive. Judge is off to an absolutely incredible start after last year. He was absolutely horrendous the first month of the year. He's off to an incredible start, really carrying the team. Jazz is off to a good start. Yankees in general off to a great start.
This 06, I just wanted to look at it and just see. But this 06 Tigers team, led by Jim Leland.
Yep.
All right, had Verlander on it, young Verlander. All right.
Should have had all three young pitchers on it. Scherzer, Verlander, and who was the other righty? He played for the Sox for a little while.
I'll be damned. This 06, we got to call this guy. Chad Durbin.
Really?
Yes, this 06 Tigers team.
Who was another starter for him in that year?
You had dude, their list of relievers were fucking insane. You had Verlander, and that's the only.
Scherzer wasn't on that team.
No,
Okay,
I don't see
Scherzer
it.
must have came.
I don't see it. But
later.
Andrew Miller was on his team. A young Andrew Miller was on his team.
Yep.
Fernando Rodney.
Oh, okay.
Was on his team. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Your starting catcher is Pudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
think
a guy we didn't even
possibly steroid Pudge. Maybe. Sean Casey was on his team.
Ooh.
Omar Infante, Brandon Ainge, Placido Polanco was on his team. Dimitri Young was a bad motherfucker on his team. He's big dude, first baseman. Your outfielders, those are all infielders. Your outfielders, Curtis Granderson.
Young Curtis.
Yes. Yeah. Old Dirty Curdy was on his team. And Eric Thames' dad, Marcus Thames,
really
was on this team. Also, outfielder, your right fielder, Maglio Ordonez, was on this fucking team.
What an underrated player.
Oh, dude.
So underrated.
Yes. And
so
again,
underrated.
Led by Jim Leland at 95 wins that year. And I think they came in second in division that year, which is crazy. I don't know who won the World Series that year. They won the ALCS, and they also St. Louis. St. Louis won the World Series that year.
Was that when what's his name was going crazy all postseason?
Maglio Ordonez?
No, for St. Louis.
David Freese?
Yes,
I think so.
Or was that later? Was Freese like 12?
No, David Freese was the old ESPN.
Yeah. So all right, so we talked Yankees history. Let's go to the crosstown rival, the Red Sox. I know I'm gonna skip a point here, but since we're talking AL East and history being made with the Red Sox, because we got to talk about our history being made with the Yankees. Got to talk about our Red Sox and what's going on with Rafi and Tristan Casas right now, because Rafi is having a horrendous start to the year, including today's game. Rafi is 0 for 19 with 15 strikeouts.
Let me
that includes today's game.
Let me read you a text. So I'm in a group text, right? And you know the guys. Tanner has been on this podcast.
Yep.
Evan, Aiden, Gabe, Justin Martin, all my buddies, right? So here we go. Landon Moeller. Okay. We know the guy. Right. Rafael Devers, 0 for 19, 15 strikeouts. And he also says he's got to be trolling. Like he's got to be. So Tanner says, no, that's what happens when you show up fat as shit to spring training.
He did do that.
He did, right? Landon says he's too good of a hitter to be that ass. Right?
Also a fact.
Yes. Evan said they should start him at third base. That's why he can't hit.
Not necessarily a fact, but okay.
Tanner,
I get the point.
Tanner says make it make sense. Aiden says stats prove it. Don't know how. And then Landon Moeller says the outlandish shit that he always says.
Oh boy.
He's tanking to get traded.
No.
He's coming up on a free agent year.
Who?
Rafi? No, never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I was about to say he just signed a 13-year deal.
I apologize.
Oh,
yes.
God.
No. But look, so here's the thing, right? So
you should have just said one of them said he's coming up on a free agent deal.
That's what happened. Justin actually said that. Yep. Sorry, Justin. But no, so like
for some reason I just don't believe you.
But like these things are being talked about, and Rafi's just like you said, he's too good of a fucking hitter
He is. He's way
to
too
be
good.
doing this. So what is it something psychologically? Is his shoulder still hurt? Is like what's the deal here?
He's gonna get it figured out. The problem is
We hope.
it can't be too late. Like you got to get it figured
Yeah.
out soon. You're in a 0 for 19.
What if he
sophomore year
doesn't?
with
What if he
15
goes over for the
strikeouts.
next 50 games?
Well,
I'm just saying.
That's a very big stretch.
Okay, but it's baseball. You have to understand that. It's if you fail 7 out of 10 times, you're a Hall of Famer. He could fail for the next 150 at bats. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's a strong possibility.
No,
but it is a possibility.
I think he just needs to go back home and they'll be fine. Let him go to Fenway.
They haven't played at Fenway yet?
No.
No, so here's what's going to happen.
They were in Toronto. Was it Toronto? Did they start it? No. It wasn't Toronto. It was Texas. They were in Texas and now they're in Baltimore. Because they won game 1.
Yeah.
In Texas and hadn't won since. But
yeah.
So Rafi and Casas. All right. Rafi's not making good history. He's got the most strikeouts in MLB history in the first 5 games of the year with 15. It's not good. It's not good. That includes a Sandy Koufax back in the day with 13 strikeouts as a hitter, because remember, pitchers used to hit. Sandy Koufax had 13, so this includes pitchers that used to hit. It's not good. And between him and Casas, who's your 3-4 hitters right now, or 2 and 4 hitters, depending on what lineup they throw out there, they are a combined 1 for 36 with 22 strikeouts in the first 5 games of the year. It's not good. Not good if you're the Sox. Not good if you're the Sox. And as Sox fans, it's not good. But everybody calm down. They're going to be fine. Relax. Take a chill pill, okay? That's why I'm not freaking out right now. We got a long season ahead. 162, baby.
Yeah, no, we
still
do.
got 156 left. We got a long season ahead.
Yeah, I know. We'll be here in October talking shit.
We will be. Coach, speaking of some other things that's not good for people, let's before we get to the breaking news that we had right as we started the show.
Right.
Let me tell you this one stat about the Pirates, because it is something that only the fucking Pirates can do. All right.
I want to see them succeed so fucking bad, dude. You have no clue.
All right, here you go. Here's the stat. Oh, it just makes me laugh because it's literally something that only the Pirates can do. The 2025 Pirates are the first team since 1924 Pirates to be walked off in their first 3 losses of the season.
Which is nuts. Can you remember?
This is literally something that only happens to the Pirates.
Right. Guess I'll take a sip.
It has been 101 years since a team has been walked off in their first 3 games, in their first 3 losses. And the team 101 years ago, still the Pirates. That is insane.
That is nuts. I don't know, dude. It's fucking, it's just insane to me that this team can't get it together. You have an owner who really doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, their owner sucks. That's who it starts with. Owner fucking blows, man.
Yeah, no, owner
just sell
definitely
the team.
blows.
Sucks.
Hey, real quick, I got a little something for you. Hold on. Let me just keep talking.
Okay, good. Because I got one more thing we're going to talk about. Well, do you want me to break the news?
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking news as we started the episode. We did not talk about it because we knew we were going to be talking MLB today. Braves outfielder and free agent signing 3-year, $42 million deal. Jurickson Profar suspended 80 games for PEDs, a PED called HCG. This is a test booster, apparently, according to, who was it that put on X here? John Heyman. According to John Heyman, he says that HCG is a masking agent used to restart natural testosterone production after a steroid cycle. Okay, so does this mean he was taking juice? We don't know. That's not what got him suspended. This other drug did. But there is that possibility. The Braves have released a statement. The MLPA have released a statement, which is Jason Profar's apology. Look, this is a team here that he's this was their big signing of the they didn't really do much in the offseason. This was their big signing. You make a trade today for Stuart Fairchild from the Reds. You also called up Verdugo today, I'm pretty sure I saw, which was a guy you sent down to AAA with his deal. He
I'm
had an
curious
option.
if you call him up. I mean, that would make more sense than trading somebody.
Let me see if they actually did call him up. I just saw something. Oh, no, it was John Heyman saying this turns out to be a very fortuitous signing of Braves signing him. But so he's not called up yet. But in this, here's a big key. In this 80 game ban is costing Jurickson Profar. So he's not going to get paid for these 80 games.
That's
okay.
Crazy.
Now he still gets paid. They're still due to pay him 35, and we'll just call it 35.1 million over the next couple of years. But this is going to cost him $6 million. To the exact number here, $6,913,580.25 is what this 80 game suspension is going to cost him.
Nuts.
Almost $7 million.
Yeah, but he's fine. He played for $1 million last year. He made it work.
He'll be fine.
No, he'll be fine. Look, this sucks. This sucks. It really does. It sucks to hear it because, again, you don't know how long he's been using this shit, or if like.
So he came out and said in his MLPA apology, he said, I've never been one to cheat the game. I don't agree with cheating the game, yada, yada, yada. I got tested. I've been tested every year, including 8 times last year and never failed.
Check this out. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guy joining us right now, Mr. Chris Collins. How are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Chris, what's going on, buddy?
I'm a little tired. Been up since 3:30 because I flew back from San Diego back home now. So.
Oh shit! Where you been at?
I was at my brother's. It was like a brother's bachelor thing. So. But nothing crazy. We're very studious gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But we did go to the Padres game on Saturday. So.
Oh, that's solid. So y'all saw the complete.
Y'all saw a real baseball team play.
Yeah. Against the Braves.
It was honestly boring. 1-0 game. It was so boring.
Shut up, dude.
That sounds like a perfect game.
It sounds like a great game.
I will tell you this: when the hero of the game is Yuli Gurriel, I don't know what else to say.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. Point. Hey, look, so we're talking right now about the whole Jurickson Profar news. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah, the suspension and everything.
Yeah, so he says
he's heard. He's a baseball guy.
Okay,
come on.
But still, no.
Chris, I'm sorry that Rob don't give you the credit you deserve.
Oh my God, here we go.
Thank you, Jace. I feel actually highly insulted right now, and anything Jace says, I will agree with on this podcast now.
All right. So if that's how you feel.
Yep.
First of all, fuck you.
Okay. That's see.
Now he agrees with me even more.
Jace, was that necessary for him to do that?
No, it's never necessary.
Hey, I just also want to let you know I did put a bet in for Julio Rodriguez. They had a home run the other night, and I think he went 0-for-3 with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, he finally got his first home run that last game. But I'm going to tell you this: never bet on Mariners hitting. Never bet on it.
Hell no, especially when they're at home.
I tell you what, Kyle Riley got a big extension. What you think about that?
I love it. I think he's well deserving of it. He's the one that's honestly him and Pete Woodworth, the pitching coach. Him and Cal Raleigh are the brains behind of why that pitching staff is so good.
There's been 2 people that can hit in Mariners Park, and it's Ken Griffey Jr. and Cal Riley.
Yeah, that dude.
That's it.
I would say Edgar Martinez. That's a hit machine.
Okay. Yeah, you can say Edgar Martinez.
Ichiro's there too. So.
Oh yeah, Ichiro was.
Well, okay, all right. Hit for power. In Seattle,
Edgar Martinez has to be on the list.
No, you know who I would say, and he wasn't there very long. Was Richie? Richie Sexton, dude.
Richie Sexton, yes, but also
He
Kyle
sucks in MLB The
Kyle
Show, by the way.
Kyle Seager hit
Seager,
bombs.
Kyle
Kyle
Seager.
Seager hit bombs.
Kyle Seager hit fucking
but
nukes.
he hit like 120 also.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, I would like to have that 120 when I know I'm getting 30 bombs and 100 RBIs. I'd take it.
I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. Also, hey, look, have you been keeping up with the Red Sox?
Are we just talking about the Red Sox or Devers?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, him
Like-
and Casas actually.
Yeah, him and Tristan Casas. We actually just mentioned it. Rafael Devers is 0 for 19 with 15 strikeouts.
Yep.
And
It's,
Casas is 1 for 17 with 7 strikeouts.
Do you think there's something psychologically going on with Devers right now? Like they brought Bregman in.
I think with Devers, that could definitely be part of it. I think also, I think he has this like mentality now that he has to prove his worth more, I guess, but he's already done that there. I don't know why he would feel that way, but I don't know. Devers to me, he'll get out of the funk. Like he will get out of this, but
I agree. Yeah.
people are going to highlight this for the rest of the year. That's the problem.
Somebody posted something and I forgot about it. Somebody posted something. They were like, Devers is pretty much going to be out for the whole season. He's still going to play, but he's just going to be like out for the season
Oh my god!
because Garrett Cole isn't pitching.
That's hilarious, but I don't think that'll happen.
Garrett Cole's not pitching this year, so Rafi has nobody to hit against.
That's right.
Is
Yeah,
basically what they were saying.
It's fact.
I mean,
Right.
Rafi's going to be fine. I think people are just like, I get it. It's a really bad stat, but like,
Who wins that division?
I had Boston winning that division.
So we had Boston too.
We
I
got
had
157 left. Everybody relax. We got plenty of time.
I'm just saying,
Plenty of time.
we have Boston winning that division as well.
I mean, the way that the Yankees are using their RPG bats, I don't know. but-
Okay, yeah. So we talked about that too, dude. Like it's Jace apparently says that there was not an MIT scientist there.
No. I didn't say that. He is.
You said that's not true.
It's not true that this is a Yankees only thing.
Yeah, because a lot of teams have been actually using it before they even debuted it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
They
that was my point. That is literally what I said.
But so okay, they posted like somebody posted something and it was somebody else is using a torpedo bat or whatever, and they went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. So it really doesn't matter. And even the Brewers manager said that it's not the bat, it's the magician.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can make a bat look however way you want it to do, as long as it's not corked or anything like that. Then it still depends on the skill of the player. That means that honestly, if you look at that bat, they enlarge the barrel only in a certain area, and the fact
Like it's
that
from the label, like it's close to. They pretty much just moved the barrel down.
they just made it. I guess you could say they took wood away from an area off the end of the bat towards that
Right.
area.
I want to
And
get
And
one.
it's definitely not the bat. I mean, Aaron Judge didn't swing that bat this weekend. He hit 58 homers this weekend.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah,
and that's
I want to get one.
I mean, I don't know if they're selling them yet to like the public, but I
looked on. I just googled it, torpedo bat for sale or whatever, and like apparently Dix has them.
I wouldn't trust that yet. I would wait.
Well, I know.
I don't know about all that.
I don't want it to use. I don't fucking play anymore.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like if you want just to have one, wait until it's like okay, those are authentic. Like I can
just get the wooden fungo with the big piece right around the handle and saw off the rest of the bat.
What-
You'll
what
have
do-
one.
What do we call ourselves, Jace?
Stupid.
No,
I don't know.
No, dumbass.
We call
It's-
ourselves a lot of stuff.
no the retired
Oh, NARPs.
NARPs.
Non-athletic retired people.
Well, I ain't retired yet, boys. I still play cleats with a whole bunch of youngins in college right now. So
Yeah, no,
Well.
not for me no more, Chief.
You old fuck.
I'm older than both of you. So I don't know what you guys are talking about right now.
Barely.
I'm what 3 or 4 years older than you.
No. How old are you?
31.
Yeah, I'm 20. I'll be 30 in August.
Oh yeah, you're old as shit now. So
Yeah,
shit. And Jace is
yeah.
probably right there too. So
Jason's already 30.
I'll be
He'll be
31 in
31
June.
in June.
oh
Yeah.
man, I'm talking to AARP representatives right here.
Shut up. You're one yourself.
Look, I don't want to hear it from the guy that's older than both of us and had to ride his dinosaur into this damn meeting. All right.
Hey, when it told me to join, I had to download an app and then join it. I was like, I don't know about all this hoopla. I don't know. And
No,
then
Like,
like
I got to make an account to talk to these guys? Hell no, they're not.
yeah,
that
no,
cool.
it's our new software we're using. It's
Well,
pretty decent.
I mean it was simple, but like I thought all of a sudden like I'm gonna be on TikTok or something. I don't know.
Damn it.
Missed again.
Jace keeps shooting this. I got a trash can for the room, right? And so Jace keeps shooting his beer cans in the trash can, but misses and gets beer all over the fucking wall.
That's not true. There's no beer on the wall.
Not yet.
I mean, if you took an ultraviolet light, you'd probably see it all over the place.
Oh yeah. Well, I keep a towel on standby to wipe the
Yeah.
wipe the
Okay.
wall.
We got it all figured out.
But yeah, no. So I mean, look, is there anything MLB you want to talk about? Because we really haven't been covering. We've just been covering college baseball.
All right. I'll give you. Well, I mean, if you guys want to talk about the Profar thing, I have my like take on it, and I think it's pretty funny. But it's actually like he's a guy's guy for it. I think. So
See?
Profar.
Okay,
said the same
okay.
thing.
So I think
Before we started, I said the same thing.
I think what you're alluding to is what Jace told me,
Yeah.
And what is that?
It produces more sperm and testosterone
and
levels.
he's trying to have a kid.
Oh no, I was not thinking of sexual reproduction here.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
I was thinking he was on that stuff. That's why he was so good with San Diego last year, right?
Yeah, but why
And-
would he's been tested every year? Why would
he
they
got,
not test
He got
him?
tested 8 times last year randomly.
Yeah, but the thing is that stuff masks it, and then it finally just kind of gave in.
Mm.
And so, what I'm trying to say is that it's the same. What was it? It's somebody else, same thing that Manny Ramirez got popped for. It's the
Yes.
same stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you mean to tell me Manny Ramirez didn't take any of that in Boston?
No, he didn't. Clean player.
Yeah.
Like during the steroid era, Manny Ramirez was clean throughout all of the time in Boston. No,
Clean player. Same thing with the only one that ever got busted was A-Rod.
Yeah.
He
And
missed
A-Rod-
162. Fuck him.
and the only reason A-Rod got busted was because he was on the log books. Like that was like the legit reason. But like Jerks and Profar, I'm sorry, like everybody says he hits only with San Diego. It is true, but to an extent, like this guy just had like a career year all of a sudden, and then what else do you say to that? Like he was looking to improve his game, but here's where I'm saying he's a guy's guy. Is he was taking that stuff when he was in San Diego, right? And he probably knew that somewhere down the line he was going to pop. And that's why he didn't re-sign with San Diego, because he cares about those guys more than they do in Atlanta for him. And that's why he took such a cheaper deal in Atlanta. That's what I think.
I don't know. I feel like he played for a fucking $1 million last year. Is that not a cheaper deal?
But that's what I'm saying is he was like, okay, this is like my make or break point, and then just started using.
I didn't even see any offers besides the Braves 3 and 42 though.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this shit, right? You can use whatever roids, whatever enhances your game, right?
Bring it all back. I don't
No.
give a shit.
I'm not saying to bring it back. I'm just saying you can use whatever the fuck you want. You still have to hit a little white ball.
Yep.
Coming at 98, 99.
I mean, I don't fully agree, but I fully don't disagree. That I'm like on the fence with it because
Like so the whole time, like so Astros were cheating, right?
yeah, but that was a whole
Right.
different method.
Yeah,
No,
that wasn't-
I know,
that wasn't
like
steroids.
I know, but they go, hey, fastball's coming here.
yeah,
Mhm.
Altuve hit one against Aroldis Chapman, throwing
Slider.
1-0.
That was a
It was-
slider.
No, I
Through-
thought it was a fastball up and away.
Slider.
It was slider down and like
Oh, okay.
it wasn't
Well,
down on the
I'm
ground, but
fucking-
it was like bottom zone.
I'm fucking stupid.
This is
then, I guess.
2v1 here saying
Yeah.
slider. He's still
Sorry.
trying to beat on the fastball, but yeah.
I could have swore. Trash cans were hit.
I mean,
that one.
he probably somewhere down the line played Aroldis Chapman that same year and got a fastball and just nuked it.
But I
because
mean,
that-
like
It was odd when he was coming around third on the walk-off where he was like
where
holding
he
his
said,
jersey.
hey,
he's like, don't
Yeah.
pull my jersey off.
So I don't know if you heard the reasoning. So I watched the little Astros.
Something about his wife.
His
Finds it
wife
disrespectful.
His
or
wife
something
didn't
like
like the last time they tore his shirt off.
Yeah.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
It is. Yeah.
Blame the wife. Golly.
Always.
Yeah, that's
Always
a cop
blame her.
out. Like
Always blame the wife.
Yeah, she's
But
the
no,
one taking
it's
care
just-
of home stuff.
Yeah. I look. This whole, I don't know, Profar. It sucks. Like, and Jay said he's missing out on how much? Almost
Almost
million?
7 million.
Almost 7
6.91,
million?
yeah.
Right? Well, he got paid $1 million last year and he made it work. So he's fine.
I just think, it sucks, but I
I
also
miss
have
him.
I have no sympathy. You know the rules, and then
Right.
you're risking it. But
are the Yankees according to the rules or not? But what do you think about the bats? Like
they're legal. They're legal.
They are.
It's legal, yeah.
They are, because the bat only has to be, I think, 2.61 inches in diameter.
If you can beat it, beat it. I agree.
They're literally following every rule of the rule book in just a different way. It's literally perfect. They've perfected it. That's the thing.
Yeah, so like people read the rules and it says bat has to be smooth, but that's only talking about the surface. It's not like it can't be rough. So it doesn't matter really where you place the barrel at.
All they did was it's the same weight, the same length. They just moved wood to a sweet spot, and basically they're saying, "Hey, watch our guys hit this sweet spot every fucking time."
Right. Yep. Have you been watching any college?
Not yet. I have because
you don't really watch the tournament.
I will say this: you guys are surrounded by college baseball down there. Like over here, it's not like that big of a deal, kind of thing. So
yeah. You're still in North Cal?
Yeah, and the closest team that I would say is legit is Stanford up here.
Who just got swept?
They just got swept.
I know. And that's because other than that, we have San Jose State, garbage.
I guess
out? Yeah, we're out.
Fuck, we're out
Why
of beer.
do you think I didn't drink no more?
Oh, we're out of beer. I got my water.
I think the closest really good team that we have is in Oregon State. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fair.
That's fair, and they actually just lost the series too.
They did.
Yeah,
yep. Ohio State, who had 2 come from behind wins.
Yeah, LSU's doing good.
Well, I would assume so. You guys have won so many national titles.
7 now. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Well, here I got a question. Let's see what you guys take on this. It's about a former Tiger in Paul Skeens. I don't think he wants to be with Livy Dunn anymore.
You don't think he wants to be with Livy Dunn anymore?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't look happy.
Why? He doesn't look happy?
Every time. Every time, like you see him and her together at any point, he's not smiling. There ain't nothing.
I think that's military mentality. I think that's just him and where he came from with Air Force.
So
it's just he's got a different mentality. He does not show emotion whatsoever. Even when he's on the mound, you barely get a smile.
Hold on now. I was in the military. So was Chris.
But he went to a school that was strict about their.
I guess the academy is a little bit different, but
you go to.
It's the Air Force Academy. It's not
the Chair Force Academy. Yeah.
But also at the same time, where he was raised is in California.
But I think this was always him, though. Even at LSU, he never showed emotion. He never showed he was happy.
That is true.
I mean, when they won the national championship, he ran, jumped as soft as he could onto the team, and then
he had Milazzo on his back because Milazzo broke his foot.
He did break his foot.
Yeah, Milazzo broke his foot in that game.
Yeah.
And he had Milazzo on his back and was placed him.
Yeah, placed him and then just kind of jumped to the side and then
fell off. Well, he knew he was about to get $10 million.
He wasn't
for a signing bonus.
It's not I'm sure he's happy that he won a national championship, but it's not like he was overjoyed like some of these guys were. I think that's just his mentality.
I think he has the same. So I assume you're talking about the Rookie of the Year reaction.
Well, that one, it was before even that.
The carpet, all the carpet stuff.
Yeah, it was building up to that, but
I
like
don't know. I don't think it's Livy.
well, I mean,
I don't think so.
I love Paul Skeens. I love him, even though I don't think he deserved the National League Rookie of the Year.
He probably thinks Jackson Merrill.
Oh my God.
Jackson Merrill definitely deserved that. He played day in and day out, dude.
Yeah, and Skeens could have probably won the fucking Cy Young last year too if it wasn't for Chris Sale.
Well, that's the Pirates making that decision, but the Padres were like, "Hey, we got a good guy here that moved from same thing as Fernando Tatis, moved him from short to the outfield, and he is just Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, all that." And you mean to tell me he's not going to win Rookie of the Year because a guy?
No, he's not because Paul Skeens is that fucking guy. You want to argue with me? We'll argue.
If Paul Skeens came up earlier in the season, like I would even give him the window of, hey, he came up a month and a half after season started, then I would agree with you if he put up those numbers. But what I'm saying is, I think Jackson Merrill had 156 games played.
Yeah, well, I think it was a little bit. Might have been a little bit less. I think he missed most of September.
And it also brings the fact up, like, I'm sorry, pitchers are pitchers. They deserve their own awards, and hitters and fielders should have their own. Like, there shouldn't be a
like an offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year.
Not even that. No. It's like you got
a Cy Young for that.
You have a national
rookies don't typically win Cy Young.
No, but what I'm saying is like going back to like Justin.
God
Verlander.
Damn it, Chris! There he is.
Oh, sorry. I know I have to plug in my phone. Sorry.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is like Justin Verlander when he won the MVP. You can't win MVP as a pitcher. That's not fair.
100%.
Yeah, no.
Unless you go 32-0 with a sub-1 ERA and 250 strikeouts.
Did he also win?
You can.
Did he also win Cy Young that year?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I was about to say if he didn't win Cy Young and won the fucking MVP, I'd call bullshit.
Well, that goes back to the whole like college football thing when the National Player of the Year doesn't win the Heisman Trophy. How's that possible?
Or the MVP doesn't win the Best Quarterback of the Year award.
Yeah,
in the NFL.
Yeah,
like it's insane. But
like it's the Cy Young is meant there for a reason. It's for pitchers only. You don't see fielders or hitters trying to go after the Cy Young. It makes no sense. So
no, it doesn't.
I feel like the pitchers should stay into the Cy Young, even with Rookie of the Year kind of awards. Like there's National League Pitcher Rookie of the Year award, and then there's the hitter one. Like because they're playing. It's two totally different dimensions.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we agree. We agree. But also, Paul Skeens is that dude. Fuck Jackson Merrill. He's not. So anyway, with that being
Jackson
said,
Merrill's stats right now, that he is not having a sophomore slump at all right now.
With that being said, Coach Jace, why don't you go ahead and close us out, bud?
Yeah, Chris, look, nice little surprise here to have you on with us. So that was pretty cool. I had no idea Coach Rob did not let me in on this whatsoever.
No, I didn't. It was super late in the episode.
I was on a tangent, and he was just like, "Well, look, I got a surprise for us," and dialed you in. So, look, really cool to have you on. We appreciate you always. I think you were our first guest on the show. So, always appreciate you and your baseball knowledge. Very knowledgeable. Even though Coach Rob's a dick to you sometimes, we appreciate you here. So,
hey, real shit. Wait, real quick. We need to get you and I forget his name, Brian.
That's who I was just with this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to get you and Brian on for a full episode.
I just gotta tell Brian to download it.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it won't happen anytime soon because he is getting married in like 50 days. So
what the fuck does that matter? I'm getting married in less than a month.
Well, touche.
I'm getting married in 6 months.
It's an hour. It's an hour and a half.
I will ask him because he's also now big time in baseballism. He got a big job promotion. So,
sweet.
No shit. At baseballism.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah. So
that's solid.
He's doing big things with them now, and he's like,
this episode is not sponsored by baseballism.
I know it's not. It's not. But
however,
the merchandise is phenomenal. So
there is. It is. And if baseballism, if you would like to sponsor us,
hit your boys up. All right.
DiamondDeckPod@gmail.com.
Really quick though. Really quick.
Yes. Okay, really quick.
What was I gonna say? So I was gonna ask you guys. Gosh, what was it? Now you know what? Now I forget. I don't want to waste your time. I forgot now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just text us the question whenever you remember, and we'll answer it on the next episode.
Oh, that's it. MLB The Show. What do you guys think?
Well, see,
think it's great so far.
if you've been fucking listening, I issued out a challenge
Yeah.
to anyone and everyone.
Well, I'm sorry. Today was like okay. So actually, I wasn't even supposed to.
I've done it 3 episodes ago, Chris.
If you didn't know,
4.
today is a federal holiday. It is Cesar Chavez Day, hence why I'm allowed to be on this right now. I would be in class right now if I didn't have a holiday. So.
Don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's not a holiday for us here.
Cesar Chavez Day. Look up the history. It's really good. It's really good. But
must be a state holiday.
Is it baseball history?
Well, I mean, it's not a state
You're not
holiday.
gonna look it up anyway, so
Probably not.
MLB The Show. It's difficult. It's difficult.
it is difficult. Perfects do not hit home runs all the time, which is how the game should be. I'm so tired of people bitching about perfect non-homers because we say all the time watching a baseball game, sometimes the hardest hit balls that should be gappers and homers get are outs, and the softest weak contact become hits. Like, it is what it is. This is realistic. And
I agree 100%.
the people that's online bitching about, oh, my perfect's not a home run. Good, fuck you. Like,
Guys-
it shouldn't be.
Guys I play with bitch about that. And I'm like, dude,
This is
like-
baseball. This is how the game should be.
dude, Chris, let me ask you real quick. I'm sorry. I know you want to get the fuck out of here.
How many times y'all want to hear real quick tonight?
Okay,
real quick,
so check this out.
real quick.
So guy I play with all the time, play co-op with him, everything. He bitches all the time because damn, I hit that good. Why is that a fly out? And it's an outside pitch with a right-handed batter, and he hits it to left field.
Well, the first thing, this guy sounds illiterate because he said, "Damn, I hit that good." No, you hit that well.
Okay, well he's
no English.
We're no English majors around here.
No,
words are very hard on this show.
words
so
are hard on the show.
We live in South Louisiana.
Yeah.
English is nowhere near the top of our language.
We spell go Geaux.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now.
I mean, I've been there and I've seen it plenty of times. I should know this by now, but
Right, exactly. But no, this dude says he pulls an outside pitch and goes, "Damn, why isn't that gone?" I'm like, dude, it's going to generate a weak fly ball or a ground ball.
Correct.
It's called rolling over.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't understand. Anyways, Jace, go ahead and close this
All
out.
right,
Bud.
real quick. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, we appreciate Chris. So that's Chris right there on that screen. I'm Coach Jace. That's Coach Rob. We're your boys with Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.